In the age of social media, celebrity feuds have become as commonplace as morning coffee. Yet, amidst the sea of Twitter spads and YouTube shade, there emerges a unique phenomenon, the humbling of American celebrities by South Africans. What begins as a virtual clash often escalates into a relay of life reckoning.
I want to talk about this Joe Budden.
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Yeah, bro.
Nah, fuck that guy, bro. Nah, fuck him.
Say again? Why am I beefing with Ye?
You know what I'm saying? It's like they Trevor Noah, not even from America. Right. He just looked black.
As the stars themselves confronted with the perspective and experiences far removed from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. These encounters not only challenge the egos of the privileged few, but also serve as a potent reminder of the power of cultural exchange in an increasingly interconnected world. In this video, we'll break down some of the most controversial beefs between Americans and South Africans. Some will shock you. Make sure you watch till the end. Now, without further ado, let's get started with the video. Artists routinely have to participate in interviews with people to promote themselves and whatever they have going on at the moment. In early 2022, Ari Lennox was a guest on Podcast and Chill when host McG asked a question that left the singer visibly uncomfortable. The South African podcaster is known for his controversial takes during interviews, and this was no different. The question that started the wildfire was when McG asked if someone was fucking Ari Lennox good, a reference to one of her lyrics from the 2019 song Pop. Here's a clip of it.
And where we at right now? Is someone fucking you good right now?
Oh my God. Whoa there. I'm not having, whoa, that's a wild question. Why that way? Why ask it that way? Whoa.
Because that's what you say in the song, you know what I mean? I love that part.
When did I say that? I said it in the song?
Yeah, don't you remember the song?
The episode quickly trended on social media and many major media publications picked up the story across the world. Joe Budden, a fellow podcaster, said he doesn't see anything wrong with McG's line of questioning and went on to call McG a shock jock. Now, for those who don't know, a shock jock is someone who is a radio broadcaster or a DJ who entertains the listeners and attracts attention using humor or exaggeration that may offend a portion of the listening audience. The reason Joe Budden said McG is a shock jock is because McG has been fired a lot of times from radio, mainly for his behavior and offensive broadcasting.
Ari Lennox did an interview with a gentleman that I was unfamiliar with. I had to go research him. And he asked something that was inappropriate. Well, that Ari felt was inappropriate. Which was, are you being fucked good right now? When you research the gentleman, he's a shock jock from wherever he's from.
Oh.
Like,
that's what they all are trying to be. Never mind, go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
Okay, but that may not make it okay, but they exist.
No. Right. Doesn't make it okay.
Where's he from? Find out where he's from for me, please, so I can give this gentleman...
The podcast or just in general?
Yeah, the podcast is from where?
Where they're from? I don't know.
Yes, because he's from somewhere else.
I feel like it was South Africa, but I could be wrong about that.
I think so too, but I want to be certain of it.
Almost certain it was.
Right? So he asked the inappropriate question. She was shocked in the moment, said, how could you ask me that, or whatever she said, and then the interview continued.
Yeah, South Africa.
He's from South Africa.
While addressing the McG and Ari Lennox issue, it was clear that Joe Budden researched McG's history but did not want to acknowledge it. He did not want to show it and also did not want to say his name. He basically acted like McG was a small-time podcaster while he was way bigger to even mention his name. Chillers criticized McG's behavior via the Ari Lennox interview but harshly defended McG against Joe Budden. Joe Biden basically did what all American media platforms do. He belittled McG and amended McG because he is from Africa. It's no secret that Americans, especially the so-called blacks, believe that they are better than Africans. McG and Saul replied to Joe Biden's comments by swearing and roasting him in Vernac.
Joe Biden. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, bro. Nah, fuck that guy, bro. Nah, fuck him. Bro. You know what he does, right? So they're talking about the whole Ari Lennox thing. Yeah. And then he says, my beef with him, I don't mind him saying some podcaster or whatever, right? Yeah. But don't come on the show and say, I researched the guy, he's a shock jock. That's what he called you. He called me a shock jock. Yeah, I said a shock jock. He's like, well, I researched the guy, I researched him. And then you know the next thing, what he says next? What? What's his name? Where's he from? Yeah. You just said you fucking researched the guy. You know what I mean? Don't do that shit. The only thing shocking are his numbers. If you're watching this show about Mundu Wako. Diti Wako, Joe. Diti Wako. Research that. Research what? Since you're so good at research what the fuck that means. Diti Wako, Mundu Wako.
The beef between Joe Biden and McG has not officially ended though. From time to time, they each take jabs at each other. Recently, Joe said McG is using his name for clout, while McG believes that Joe is obsessed with him or perhaps afraid of the growth of his podcast. Either way, South Africans don't always beef with Americans. Sometimes we fight with our own African brothers. In 2019, a heated conversation emerged following the xenophobic attacks. In early September 2019, xenophobic attacks escalated dramatically in two large South African cities, Johannesburg and Pretoria. Businesses belonging to African immigrants were looted, burned, and destroyed. During the 2019 attacks, Nigerians, especially those who had families in South Africa, pressured the government to evacuate Nigerian migrants. While chaos was taking place in the streets, online other attacks were taking place between Nigerians and South Africans. Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, and M.I. Abaga took several shots aimed at South Africans and their government. South Africans, including the late AKA, defended their country while also citing illegal activities that foreign nationals such as Nigerians do in South Africa. During these heated discussions, Burna Boy wrote several tweets, including one where he said, "I have never set foot in SA since 2017 and I will never go back to South Africa again for any reason until South African government wakes the F up." 4 years later, Burna Boy announced that he will be handling a concert in FNB Stadium. Many people had mixed feelings about his show, mainly because he insulted South Africans and swore he will never set foot in the country again. Tickets for his show were selling very slowly. As a result, they postponed the show for 16th December of 2023. Still, he only managed to sell half the stadium. His management team and Ticket Pro later confirmed that the show was cancelled due to low ticket sales. The truth is, South Africans love their culture and there was no way they would miss out on enjoying a long weekend with their loved ones for Burna Boy, especially after he disrespected the South African public. It's evident from public reaction that the reason many people didn't buy tickets for Burna Boy's show was because they wanted to teach him a lesson. One SA Twitter user said, "Burna Boy postponing the show doesn't sit well with me. I wanted him to perform in an empty stadium. Can't piss on South Africans, then think we'll support your ish. Spreading lies, then go as far as saying you won't put your foot in SA ever again." Other South Africans had to remind him he's nothing like Casper, known for filling up stadiums across South Africa. But this was not the first time South Africans went to war with an outsider. In 2021, Rihanna stole and remaked Midnight Staring by DJ Maphorisa and Busiswa, which made South Africans go bananas on Twitter. Firstly, let's start by listening to both songs. Here's the original Midnight Staring. And then here's the Rihanna ad with the remade version of the song. If you are South African, surely you've heard of Midnight Staring. The song was a massive hit back in 2017. In Rihanna's advert, you can see her showcasing her new release, playing a remake version of the song. It wasn't long after when the music used in the video caught the attention of South African social media users. Busiswa, who sang the chorus of the song, responded via Twitter by saying, "Nah, Fenty Beauty just use a remake of Midnight Staring with my voice to avoid paying us for it. I'm sad, but it's the game, I guess." Many South Africans took to Twitter in defense of Busiswa, saying that everyone that worked on the record is supposed to get their monies because all I hear is Midnight Staring. Another Twitter user said, "The problem is that Americans still think Africa is a jungle and full of uneducated people. That's why they keep on doing this." Although many South Africans were defending Busiswa, other people felt that Busiswa is being a coward and she was not really calling Rihanna out the way she was supposed to. Even though Rihanna did not apologize or compensate the Midnight Staring composers, South Africans made it very clear that no one is going to exploit their art and get away with it so easily. In fact, another South African who fought and stood his ground against an American was our beloved Trevor Noah. The beef between Kanye West and Trevor Noah took place earlier in 2023 after Trevor condemned Kanye for his incest trolling of ex-wife Kim Kardashian on social media. Kanye West responded to Trevor Noah on a Drink Champs interview by saying,
"You know what I'm saying? It's like Trevor Noah, not even from America. Right. He just looked black."
Right.
During Trevor's Daily Show segment Between the Scenes, an audience member asked Trevor why is he beefing with Kanye West, which he responded by saying,
I was never beefing with Kanye West. I was concerned about Kanye West. And genuinely, I mean this because if somebody says to me or to anyone that they have a mental health issue, and they say to everyone that when they don't take their medication, they're unable to control themselves, and then everyone ignores when that person is having an episode and they haven't taken their medication, and then they platform the person and then they put them out. I sometimes think it's a little shitty, to be honest with you, you know?
Kanye then further responded to Trevor by directing a racial slur at Trevor Noah on Instagram, which led to Kanye being temporarily banned from the platform for a day. Trevor responded with a lengthy post condemning Kanye's comments. Trevor's response resonated with audiences worldwide, particularly with the African diaspora, who found solace in his articulate critique of Kanye's remarks. And once more, South Africans stood themselves against American bullies. But this was not the first time ignorant Americans clashed with South Africans. In 2017, Erykah Badu made comments during her performance in South Africa, where she reportedly mocked South African accents. Erykah Badu performed at the annual DSTV Delicious International Food and Music Festival in Johannesburg in October 2017. During her performance, Badu reportedly imitated and made comments about South African accents, which some attendees found offensive. Bonang Matheba, a well-known South African media personality with a large following on social media, took to Twitter to express her disapproval of Badu's remarks. Matheba criticized Badu for disrespecting South African culture and accents, describing her behavior as inappropriate and disrespectful. Following Bonang Matheba's tweets, Erykah Badu responded on Twitter defending her actions and claiming that her comments were misunderstood. Badu stated that she had nothing but love for South Africa and its people, and that her remarks were intended to be light-hearted and playful. Despite Badu's explanation, the controversy continued to garner attention on social media, with many South Africans expressing disappointment and frustration with her remarks. Some Twitter users accused Erykah Badu of cultural insensitivity and called her to apologize to the South African people. The feud eventually subsided, but not before sparking discussions about cultural respect and sensitivity. While Erykah Badu did not issue a formal apology, the incident served as a reminder of the importance of cultural awareness and understanding when transacting with diverse audiences. In the end, the clashes between American celebrities and South African transcend mere entertainment gossip. They serve as a pigment reminder of the universal human experience and the importance of humility in the face of diverse perspectives. As the stars return to their Beverly Hills mansions or whatever they stay, they carry with them not only newfound respect for the people they encountered, but also a deeper understanding of the world beyond the silver screen. And perhaps these encounters will spark conversations and actions that lead to greater empathy, understanding, and unity across borders and cultures. Do let me know your thoughts about these incidents in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Until next time, stay safe.